Good morning, my loves. I wonder how the audio sounds. Hold on. Let's see here. Just gonna put my headphones on just in case. Good morning, good morning. First of all, am super duper nervous as I press this live button for the first time. um, but thank you to anyone who pops in or watches it at some other time. Um, I kind of want to go on a ramble in addition to a little short check in for all the signs. Perhaps at some point the camera angle will change, but for right now, this is what feels safe and comfortable. So, yeah. um, my mind is definitely processing a lot this morning, but one thing that came to mind that I wanted to ramble on about is, I guess, the idea that behavior is motivated by conscious and unconscious beliefs, the conscious and unconscious space. Um, I guess for some reason uh, I feel it important, and I feel a sort of calling to, uh, I don't know, touch on that today. It's on my mind. It's in my heart. Um, but yeah, I feel like it's something that people don't really. Okay, I'm ready to see myself now. It's something that people don't really think about or realize, you know, and it makes it really challenging at times or confusing, right? It makes for conflict in relationship, conflict with self. Um, we could say that a part of, I don't know, being able to access your conscious and unconscious spaces in a productive way is a thing of self-awareness, but to a degree it's just a way of humaning. There are things that we are aware of, you know, that are important for us, whether it's our instincts or actual facts, that help to feed our decisions. And then there are things that we are just not aware of. And those could be things that are, I don't know, embedded in maybe our feelings that we're not tending to or acknowledging. They could be things that are embedded in our fears, um, our past traumas, right, that have rewired our brains to act, react, and believe a certain thing about the world and people around us. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of say, I don't know, like a general announcement, right? Maybe like if you don't remember or um, consider anything else today, and not just about yourself, but the world around you and the people that you interact with, consider that we act from our conscious and unconscious spaces always. And so it's something to self reflect on, right? Especially when you're, um, maybe experiencing those emotions that I named: fear, confusion, or conflict with another person. I may ramble a little bit more about that, but let ready to shuffle some cards. I am using, what is this deck? Tattoo Tarot. It's literally the only deck I have on my person right now. Oh, that breaks my heart. Somebody get the dagger. Yeah, this is the deck that I usually keep on me everywhere I go, so on and so forth. At least right now, in this phase of my life. The rest of my cards are away. So yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do. Like I said like it says in the title, uh, I went on my ramble. I may ramble some more. I probably will, because that's just like naturally me. Speaking of rambling, I did just start a new YouTube channel. Uh, Hopefully it's in the description box, but probably not, because there's probably nothing in the description box. I don't know. But it's called The Vulnerable Ramblings of Peaches. The Vulnerable Ramblings of Peaches. If you're interested, check it out. I'm gonna do a little bit of grounding, and then I'm gonna get into a reading for all the signs. Gonna go all the way Aries through Pisces. Uh, Thanks for everyone who popped in, popped out. I appreciate your presence and your authenticity. All right. I'm just going to take some breaths. As you guys can see, I'm sitting here by the window, actually sitting by the water. I was going to sit outside, but it's too chilly. I'm just going to do a little bit of grounding and connecting to get started. Okay. Hopefully the audio sounds all right. Aries. Uh, okay. Somebody is whoever I'm connecting with, I feel like uh you're a March baby, or it's I don't know, maybe you're just like proud to be an Aries or proud to be born in March, or there's something really special about your birthday or your birth date, or maybe this upcoming birthday or the previous one. I'm not sure. Somebody's like, yeah, I don't know. That's like the energy. But hey, Aries, what's up? Good morning. I'm gonna check in on what your energy is. I mean, we just did, and we got a little bit of it, but I'm gonna pull a card for it, and then get you some advice. All right. My name's Amira. I don't think I said that, but guess I did now. Aries, show me Aries energy, please. I feel like you're curious about someone, Aries. Wow. Okay. There's your energy popping out, the Three of Wands. I'm gonna shuffle again though, because it's a mess. Okay. Alright, show me Aries energy, please. One card here. Yeah, okay, the Three of Wands is coming out anyway. And you have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I was literally just about to say I'm not looking at the comments if anyone's writing anything. um, okay, the Three of Wands. So yeah, Aries, like I said, I feel like you're curious about someone. I guess it's someone who's not nearby you. I feel like you're worried about them, to be honest with you. You're worried about them, but you have other things or something else. Yeah, I don't know why you're I'm not sure why your birthday is significant or your I don't know what that has to do with anything. I really don't. But anyway, I feel like your energy is elsewhere right now, so you or like your physical body maybe, so you can't be where that person is, or I don't know. There's some kind of block for whatever reason. I feel like it's you, like your hands are tied, whatever that means. You're doing something else. Um, but yeah, I feel like you're curious about someone, or more specifically, like I said, worried about them. Advice for Aries. I'm hearing noble. I'm not sure why or what that means. Advice for Aries, please. Also, just heard Christmas. Something about Christmas time. What's the advice that you have for Aries? I feel you kind of getting impatient. Yeah, the Nine of Swords is here. What are you? You're like you're worried. I'm not sure why. Maybe something about time, and I feel like it has to do with your birthday or this person. I really don't know what that connection is, but I feel like you're like I don't know. Anyway, advice for Aries, please. The Nine of Swords, though, regardless of why or what that energy is, I haven't looked at this card yet. I still haven't. I see colors, but the Nine of Swords, whatever, regardless of whatever that energy is, it's irrational. Okay, um, it is without. Yeah, I feel like you don't have enough information or something to be in that energy. You know what I mean? The Nine of Swords is like I'm going down this pit of worry, never ever land. You know that things are just gonna go to shit regardless of what happens or what I do or whatever. You know. But like with the Three of Wands, like we said, I feel like there's a block between you and what you want, or specific to this person whose energy is very prominent here. I guess it's a significant relationship, you know. Anyway, your advice. The Empress. Okay. Well, your advice is to love freely. Okay, with purpose and knowing the potential of what you're pouring into. Remember that Knight of Cups that was at the bottom of the deck, right? I don't know what happened. Maybe something happened previously in this relationship, Aries, and so it has you kind of apprehensive um to like love in the way that is naturally you. All right, maybe you feel like you'll be rejected by this person, or you'll be hurt or betrayed again. I'm not sure what happened previously. I feel like too there was a loss. There's some kind of loss here. Jeez, yeah, okay. This could be like a miscarriage or the other ways that pregnancy can be lost. Okay, pregnancy in any way. Again, pregnancy is really just about the potential of something and something that you're nurturing into existence. I'm gonna move on. Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Good morning. Um, let's check in on your energy, okay? um, okay. I'm not sure if something is making you upset, Taurus, but I feel like you're. What is this? It's like the energy is a reminder of how you can get to a certain point. You get me? It's like don't forget, yeah, the King of Swords. It's like don't forget who I am, what I'm capable of, and how I can ruin your life. Okay, I had to look at the camera for that. Like that's serious. All right, I don't know what that's about. Okay. Show me Taurus's energy. Dang, what happened, bull? What happened, bull gang? Ugh, that makes me miss one of my favorite readers. Haven't seen them in a while. Shout out to Torian T and Tarot. Yeah. Okay, what's up with Taurus? Please show me their energy. Okay. Are you traveling? Or I'm getting like, alright. I specifically heard Sicily. I don't, that's interesting. Do people travel there? I mean, I guess people travel everywhere, but like, do people travel there who don't already have family? I mean, I don't know. It's probably beautiful. I don't know. Sicily. All right, that's pretty specific. All right, Taurus. I was asking for one card, but we've got three, so we're just gonna, take it because I feel like you have a lot to say. Honestly. Oh my gosh, my hand is shaking literally. Um, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, you have a lot to say. I feel like you're upset. You're upset. It doesn't really, yeah, the Five of Wands. It doesn't show as yeah, I don't know why I feel the need to like draw the distinction. You're like explaining yourself to someone, or maybe you feel the need to explain yourself to someone, your thoughts to someone, or someone is just plain on misperceiving you. But it's like there's a difference between being sad. Like, I don't know. There's a difference between being sad, frustrated, angry, disappointed, feeling reject. Like emotions have words, feelings, I don't know. Like, are you explaining this to someone, or you feel the need to explain this to someone? I feel like someone doesn't understand what you're experiencing, or like how much worse it could be, or it's specifically like how much worse it could be, or how much worse you could be expressing it. Like, maybe you want someone to understand that you're not causing a problem, or that you're not reacting. Or I feel like too, you want someone, it's like you're trying to show that you have grown, that you've changed, that you have evolved. This is for Taurus. um okay, so what's the advice? um Heavy Sag and Leo, just fire energy in general. I mean, this is showing up though in your vibe. Really, this is how you're coming along with this Three of Swords. I don't know. Okay, let's get the advice. What's the advice for Taurus? Okay, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. So I heard shallow, and then the Six of Swords and Nine of Cups is here. Taurus, I don't know what you're upset about, but your advice with the Six of Swords is to identify calmer waters. Right? I mean, the Six of Swords is after the Five of Swords, right? It's like leaving that behind kind of deal. Um, and I mean, the six is about balance. It's about finding peace in your mind. I mean, this can have to do with having a conversation with another person to find that peace, find that balance and clarity, right? It could also be seeking that from within, or from, your external guidance, whatever that is, or moving on, right? Whatever it is to find peace. Because I feel like something about how you're explaining and expressing your energy isn't it's not cutting it because it's not authentic to what's happening internally. All right. Gemini. 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 Okay. Somebody's a womanizer. All right. I didn't know we were still using that word. What's it mean? Womanizer? What does womanizer mean? What does it mean, really, truly, to be a womanizer? All right. That I mean, yeah, that really goes back to my ramble at the beginning of this of conscious and unconscious behavior. Mm-hmm. All right, Gemini, show me their energy, please. You have the Ten of Wands. Hmm. So feeling overwhelmed. I mean, the 10 is definitely the end of a cycle. Yeah, the Three of Swords. Damn, what happened? Jeez, what happened? You're like really going through it here. Something hurt, like bad, and for the last time. I feel like you're also feeling very alone. Not really. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords too. Just not really sure what to do or how to get what you need. The Ten of Wands is somebody who has carried all them damn wands, okay, by themselves. It's indicative of a need to create boundaries, a need to perhaps request support, a need to release and relieve some kind of pressure, overwhelm, responsibility. All right, especially with this Three of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, like dang. I'm not sure what this has to do with being a womanizer. But I guess you will if the message is for you. Your advice? Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to something here that's like, yeah, I feel like you don't see it as an option. I'm not sure why. Maybe something else looks more uh reliable is what I want to say. Okay, this could be a vehicle, some of you. Maybe you're buying a new car, you're having to purchase a new vehicle, come out of your savings to do that. You don't want to, or spend some particular money or use some resource that you don't really want to use. I'm not sure what that's about. All right, 906. All right, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, come up off that, whatever it is, okay? Uh, Cancer. Cancer. All right, let's see. What does this question say in the comments? Why are we looking at the window? Because that is the way the phone camera is currently facing. Um, that's where I put the phone. That's where I wanted the phone. At the beginning, when I first turned it on, I wasn't at all on there. So, and I had stated that that's how I wanted it to be. That's what felt comfortable, safe, so on and so forth. Every once in a while, I peek over or move it over. You either catch it or you don't. Okay, this is what we're doing. Cancer. My apologies. Cancer. Let me see. What's Cancer's energy looking like, please? Miss my cards. I think something about I don't know, a baby or children. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you are with child or you have children. Specifically, something about a diaper. And it doesn't have to be literal. If we think about, like my mind goes straight to the Empress. We think about the Empress who has had a baby, or even if we think about the pages who represent those younger children, and we think about what a diaper represents and why a diaper might be support. I guess it's like an accommodation, right, for what that individual is able to do or not able to do without that support. All right, so something about support, accommodations, or I'm also hearing loyalty. All right, there's some kind of responsibility that someone has to another. I mean, this is what happens when you have children, yes, but it doesn't feel like I don't know if it's literally a child. All right, this is for cancer. This is for cancer. Yeah. So yeah, I was getting something specifically about a diaper, something about the like, the not just the physical meaning of a diaper, but I guess, there's the deeper meaning behind it. um, I mean, damn. Okay, I guess we have to get like graphic and specific because it's not just about an accommodation for what that person can and can't do. It's an accommodation like they can't use the bathroom. Is this like an older person? There's something that's really uncomfortable about this, or like unorthodox or something. Is this like a nursing home, or I don't know what this is? Cancer. I don't know. Like maybe you're taking care of somebody, or you work in that environment. I feel like something's real awkward though, to be honest. I feel like too there's yeah, it's like a weird attachment or weird relation. Something's like a weird relationship. I don't know what this is. This is literally all intuitive. I mean, you have the Hierophant, the World, and the Six of Pentacles that came out for your current energy. But like I said, like as I was just shuffling, I don't know, something about a diaper. I don't know. And now we're here talking about the metaphorical meanings behind a diaper, like an incontinence, or I mean, it's not just incontinence though. That also is interoception, right? Which is one of our bodily senses, like just through our nervous system. The connection to um, like knowing and understanding what my body is saying to me, what my body needs, what those feelings are. All right, and this is something that is experienced in many disabilities, or like just like I don't know, different ways of. It's so hard to explain. You know, anybody can experience that. Anybody could have to wear a diaper, or anybody could need those things. So weird. We're having this conversation. um. Okay. I don't know what that ramble was about. I mean, I feel like it has to do with um that relationship that I'm explaining, between that person who needs some kind of accommodation or support and that other person. I don't feel like it's a person though, especially with the Hierophant here. I mean, maybe you, Cancer, are just one person in the mix of this thing, but it feels more like an organization or like a job. Like this is a job that you do, or this is maybe an organization that you're seeking out or that you work with in some way. But I feel like someone needs support ultimately, and maybe it's embarrassing for them to say it or receive it or give it. It's like, yeah, like somebody doesn't want to talk about it, or but again, I have to go back to my original ramble at the beginning of this live. Like that ramble didn't happen for no reason. It also didn't pop into my head for no reason this morning. That behavior is motivated consciously and unconsciously. There's a real need for someone to maybe um, be curious about whatever it is that they're experiencing, like that, because it's shame. There's some kind of like shame, embarrassment, or just like I don't know, maybe difficulty with self evolution. Maybe this is something that you're experiencing, and it's hard for you to ask for help or seek help, or I don't know. All right, advice please for Cancer. I just heard Pittsburgh, something about Pittsburgh. All right, advice for Cancer please. The King of Pentacles, Yeah. Just like make the best decision. You're I feel like you're over. What's this card? Yeah, the Four of Cups. Now that's your energy, Cancer. That's your energy, and the Four of Cups is someone who's like more focused on what they don't have or what they can't do, as opposed to what's being offered to them and the blessing within all of it. I really want to draw an example here or provide a metaphor, but I just my brain doesn't always work readily in that way. Um, yeah, that's all the words I have. That's all the words I have there. But I feel like just make yeah, like this is good. Whatever this is, page one, this is really good. It's good news, it's profitable, it's beneficial, it's a good position for you. I feel like you're overthinking something or you're giving it too much of your energy, your thoughts, your mind more than you need to. Like especially if this is just like what you do for work, like just make your money and go home. I don't know. Or if this is what you're experiencing personally, accept the help. Like also, I don't know, like understand that you have evolved something or something's changed about your physical body, or this has to do with the physical body. I feel like it's challenging for someone, and again, this can happen at any age or um you know different kinds of abilities. This could literally be anything. Anyway, your advice is to like make the best decision for yourself, your future, your body, not focusing on what you don't have, what you can't do, what the past used to be like. Things are different, and you're being offered a blessing here, but I feel like you're refusing it, or your at least your energy, your intention, your emotion, and your mood that is communicating that you don't want or appreciate what you need. Moving on, Leo. Hi, Leo. Reading for Leo. Welcome in, everyone. Reading for Leo. Please. Ugh. Okay. What are you doing? Show me Leo's energy, please. I'm not gonna lie, Cancer just drains me a little. I think I need to. Let me go get my water real quick. Oh, I can. Okay. All right. My little Leos. Let's check in on your energy this morning and get you some advice. Leo. My gosh, this live is about to be so long, bruh. Bruh. All right, Leo, please, before I get distracted. Maybe you're distracted? Are you distracted, Leo? Or you're trying to, yeah. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Not necessarily distracted, you're just like trying to not focus on something anymore. You're trying to change things. You're trying to change direction or like something's more like a I mean, I hate to call it a fly. That's like I feel like that's not not super accurate, but I don't have another yeah, the 7 of cups. You're just like it's not a fly. Oh gosh. Damn. Did you put your foot in your mouth, Leo? Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, maybe you did and now you're like trying to change that energy, but I feel like all right. It's just better if you focus on something else, or it's better if you give your attention to something else, or try a different way, or something like that. Okay. I feel like you're trying to change the energy though with the Wheel of Fortune. Obviously something already has changed, or this is just you deciding like, all right, this is my opportunity to change things. Especially with the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're like I said, you can't focus on something else anymore. I don't know why. Let's see if we can. Yeah, I don't know. Something was just like distracting you. Or I'm hearing paid in full, so this could be like some kind of financial. I'm also hearing financial literacy, something about financial literacy. Maybe you're improving your financial literacy. This is for Leo. But I feel like yeah, the 5 of Cups, right? Okay, you're just trying to move on from something that was sad, distracting, and like pulling on your energy. I feel like it just doesn't have to anymore, and so you're changing. But I do feel like you have some regrets. Like there's something that you did in the past. I feel like it's specific to how you communicated with someone, maybe something that you said or didn't say, or communicated in your behavior, even in a particular way that you kind of have some regrets for. Or I feel like it's like oh, I did not mean to do that. Or I don't know, like you're just realizing. But all right, what's the advice that you have for Leo? But I feel like you're moving on. You know, it's an oopsie, but it's not like it's not taking over your energy. You're trying to change. Yeah, I feel like you've already kind of sat in that examination of self, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is here. I'm not sure what you're gonna do, but yeah, I feel like you are getting some kind of spark, and the Page of Wands as well. This could be someone else who's reaching out to you, Leo, but I feel like you are getting some kind of spark, which creates an opportunity for you to change the energy. All right, this could be um, like what do you call it? Like anything, like laughter, right? Especially if this has to do with another person. I'm thinking of a scenario, right? Like if you're, let's say last night or however many days ago, you got in a tiff with somebody that you have a relationship with, and like the energy was just weird. You guys were annoyed with each other, not speaking to each other, or I mean, maybe you were speaking to each other disrespectfully. I don't know what happens to your relationships, right? And now, like, I don't know, something happens where you both can laugh together the next day, or I don't know, maybe one of you are wearing something or smelling some kind of way that's attracted to the other person, and so that creates some kind of spark. But there's some kind of spark that like allows you to change the energy. Advice, please, for Leo. Oh my gosh. Somebody tell me who is gonna go back in this video and put the timestamps on it. I didn't think about that. Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo, please. Yeah, because I mean, you're real playful too, Leo. You know, it doesn't take much. You know, somebody could just like poke you, right? If it's the right person and the right time, somebody could just poke you and you'll be like, all right, okay, I like you again, you know? All right, advice for Leo, please. You have the Emperor, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Advice for Leo. Yeah. Okay. And the Empress is here as well. Really significant relationship, Leo. I feel like, and that's why it's impacting you so much. All right. Maybe that's why you're having to change your focus and get more focus. Maybe that's why you had to take that time of reflection. Maybe that's why you had that conviction of shame or self-reflection over whatever that communication was, or the style of communication that you had or have with this person. Maybe it was an incident, maybe it was consistent. I feel like for some of you, this could have just been one time, but the Ten of Swords is here, so you know that doesn't typically indicate that it was only one time. But ultimately, your advice, Leo, is to, como se dice? Your advice is to, I, okay, I don't want to say that though. That's not what I want to say. That's like, your advice is to allow your ego to evolve. Okay. And that means accepting, um, what I did wrong with that other like accountability, okay? It means accountability, responsibility, forgiveness, um, commanding one's own space, doing what is best for oneself, those around them, and doing what's necessary for peace of mind as well, your peace of mind. Okay, I'm gonna move on. hmm Yeah, but really significant relationship. I love to see that. That's for Leo. Let's go to Virgo. It just happened. Uh, Virgo, are you all right? Are you all right? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Show me Virgo, please. Um, Virgo's energy here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, are you all right? No, for real, Virgo. Are you all right? The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords. I feel like your mind's kind of playing tricks on you. I'm not sure. Okay. All right. Is this drug induced? No, for real. Is this drug induced? I heard a specific drug, psilocybin. Okay. Um, the Ace of Wands is here as your energy, and the Six of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Not sure what to make of this. There you are, the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. What are you doing with this? Yeah, and the Knight of Wands. I'm not sure what you're doing. I feel like you're kind of like you're at it. You're you're not being yourself. Like I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, oh, okay, 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 okay. I mean, let me see. Hold on one second. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. You have the Knight of Wands that came out here as well. Yeah, and the Page of Wands. You have all this wand energy surrounding you. I feel like you're you're there's something that you're doing that's not really typical. You're moving differently. Yeah, this is like making someone suspicious. I'm suspicious personally, and I'm wondering if you're actively taking drugs. I feel like you aren't. I hope not, or that you're seeking support for that. But yeah, I don't know. Your behavior is a little different. I mean, you seem excited. I can't I can't lie about that. You seem like you're in a good energy. You're having a good time. All right, you have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands. Like you have what you need. You feel good about yourself. You're attractive. You're expressing that attraction. Um you're in a good energy. It's just strange. It's like not you or yeah. All right. What's the advice here? Somebody, are you like having weird dreams or are these hallucinations? Like, I don't, yeah, the Nine of Cups. I'm concerned. Okay, I feel like someone else is, or this is maybe you're concerned about another person. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is you again, and the Star. It's like someone's reality is a little shifty here. This is for Virgo. Someone's reality is a little shifty. Um, and there's concern for that. Advice, please, for Virgo. Yeah. Advice for Virgo. Three of Swords. Uh, Four of Cups. The Emperor. Need some Vaseline. The Ten of Swords. And the Four of Swords. Oh, dang. All right, honestly, what's going on? It's like, yeah, it's like someone's responding to some, I don't know. There's distorted energy here. All right, and I feel like it's because someone is under some kind of influence. Okay, whether if it's not drugs, it's just simply energy, some kind of energy that is unhealthy. That could be a belief, that could be like actions of some sort, something that someone is doing. I feel like it's distorting what is actually reality. The Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Emperor, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Swords as advice here. Like someone really needs to experience what it is that they're feeling. I feel like someone's ego is being challenged right now. All right, I'm still on Virgo. Someone's ego is being challenged, and that's so crazy. Like this advice is really similar to what just came out in advice for um Leo. So I don't know if you have a a Leo placement. I mean, there's a lot of fire energy here that's showing up for you. You have the the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, and then the Nine of Pentacles is here as well. It's like, but there's a lot of hurt over here. Like these are the like all the cards in the deck that represent like pain and hurt and discontent and like a need to heal. This is what's sitting in the advice. This could also be specifically a need to heal the relationship with a father or father figure, or I don't know, masculinity, masculine energy, the idea of doing. Yeah, someone has like an unhealthy relationship with productivity. Maybe is that what we're talking about? And I don't know, maybe that stems from beliefs of masculinity or fatherhood or the relationship with the father. I don't know. I just know that there's a disconnect that's happening, and again, this goes back to the beginning rant in this video of tending to the conscious and unconscious space as it pertains to behavior. Both it's informed by both those spaces. This is what we're talking about today. That was for Virgo. Libra. I wanna be down with what you're going through. I wanna be down. I wanna be down with you. No matter the time. Reading for Libra. Day and night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. What's the words? I wanna be down. Libra. Happy belated. Let's check in on your energy. Um. Okay. There's something that you want, Libra, and you're. I feel like you're getting ready to employ your strategy to obtain it. Employ, deploy. I don't know. Um, but I feel like you're confident in how you're gonna go about it. You've done it many times. I can't lie. I feel like you're getting ahead of yourself, or you're a bit um Uh, uh, it's like you're. Oh my gosh, what is the actual word? I need to just paint a picture sometimes. This thing that you're trying, that you want, and that you believe you're gonna get by this strategy that you've done over and over again, I don't feel like you can obtain it with that same strategy. You've kind of, your head's a little big on that. Like, I don't know how else to say it. This is for Libra. I don't know how else to say it. You have to do something different. Um, it's interesting too because I feel like Libra, you're taking your time with this, or you have taken your time with this. Maybe that's been a part of the strategy. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that has been a part. It's like you know that this person is different, but not to the, like, you don't know the depth of different. I feel like um I'm not really sure how you can, well, maybe that'll show up in your advice, how you can better understand the depth of different to obtain whatever that is that you want. I'm not sure why I assumed it was a person. Maybe for some of you it is a person. I feel like it's not necessarily for all of you, or it's not that straightforward. Okay, this is for Libra. Um, yeah, okay, I guess that's all I really had to say. Let's check in on your energy though with the tarot. One card. The Seven of Cups. Yeah. Okay. The Seven of Cups is a card of exploring your options. It's a card of um, understanding that when you choose something, there's consequences attached to that, and like really understanding the consequences that you desire, don't desire, but also like beyond desire and don't desire, first you have to understand what are the possible consequences. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is here. I feel like Libra, you don't really understand what the possible consequences are or something. Like there's something about this thing or this person or this adventure, this desire, whatever. I almost cussed. That's what that was. Whatever this is, uh, there's something that you're not fully seeing it. All right, maybe it's because it's just super desirable. Like maybe you really like it, or okay, something's really attractive, right? This is Venus in Scorpio. Um, we are in Scorpio season currently, right? You feel like it's time. I feel like or maybe you feel like you're gonna miss your opportunity, or right now you have one, and so you're like, I gotta jump on this, Sean. But there's something about it that I don't know, like this is take it or leave it, right? But this is what's coming out for you before the card even came out. But this is the energy that you're sitting in the Seven of Cups. Like you're enjoying whatever it is. I just feel like I don't want to say you're necessarily playing with fire, but it could be. Like I don't know what the consequences are. I don't have the information right now either. I know that you are not seeing the entirety of whichever cup like it is that you're like, drinking from, or you got your tongue in right now. I don't think you fully see the potential of the consequences, and that's okay, right? That's human nature. Again, it goes back to my ramble at the beginning of this. Behavior is fed by conscious and unconscious things. Like we have to be aware of those things, not just within ourselves, but the other things and the other people around us, right? There's something unconscious here that you can't quite yet see yet. Uh, I feel like it's cute, it's funny, but there is there's like a heat that's on this as well. When I say heat, I mean like a little bit of a warning. Let's get the advice for Libra. Yeah, look at this. Like I didn't even see it. I'm showing you the card. I mean, she's covering her mouth, and it's like you think you can see because it's a sheer cloth, but a sheer cloth is still covering something. And maybe it's not covering something physically. Maybe it's not. But it makes me see her face differently regardless. Like, yeah. It may not mean that there's a pimple or discoloration or a different lip underneath that cloth that she's hiding, but like I can't see everything. I'm not seeing her face the way that it actually naturally is. There's something here that you're not seeing. Yeah, I feel like it's really hard for someone to accept that, to be honest. Maybe it's just because you're really enjoying whatever this is, or it feels harmless. I don't know. Libra, advice for Libra. I'm getting something about drinking too. Is that what it is? I just heard like a keg. Somebody likes to drink beer. All right. Wow, that was intense. Okay. The advice is the Four of Pentacles. All right. So the Four of Pentacles is a false sense of security. Okay, and this is what I mean about conscious and unconscious motivation, because there's something like that you have to really self-reflect on here within these seven cups. The thing that you're being drawn to, it provides some sense of familiar dysfunction, okay, is what we're going to call it, because that's what the Four of Pentacles is. When we talk about a false sense of security, it is familiar dysfunction. It's not it's not actual safety in your nervous system, but it's I mean, really it's limiting, right? But it's like anyway, that's what's happening here. And I feel like someone needs to understand that. All right, you deserve more, you want more, or different, whatever the case may be. There's a need to release some desire for something that's not feeding you. I just heard something. All right, moving on. That was for Libra. Not gonna lie, I'm ready to get off this John. Scorpio. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Scorpio. Is it your birthday? If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Happy birthday, Scorpio. All right. All right. I don't know. What? No. Okay. Weird. All right, Scorpio, please. Show me their energy. I feel like you're so upset you can't talk, or maybe that happens sometimes, or it happened recently. You may be listening to a lot of music right now, or music is something that helps to calm you down or calm your nervous system and regulate your thoughts and emotions. Specifically, specifically for some of you, it could be Beyonce that you're listening to. I love me some Beyonce. And do. Actually, that was the first song I listened to this morning. I won't say which one it was. But yeah, I feel like Scorp, you are very much in your energy right now, and it's a little overwhelming for you. And so you're trying to find things or do things. You're just coping. All right, you're coping. You're trying to cope. Scorpio, show me their energy, please, with the tarot. One card for Scorpio. So I don't know. Maybe there's a lot going on around you. Right, this could be other people's emotions or experiences or something. But I feel like you're trying to find peace in that and trying to disconnect from that, honestly, in order to find peace. So there's something you don't want to think about, or that you're like intentionally retracting your energy and attention from. Scorpio, please. The Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, look at you. Shine bright like a diamond. And the devil is here. Wow. Okay, Rihanna and the Hierophant is here as well. We love to see that, especially when the devil shows up. Yeah. It's interesting, Scorp. Um, So some of you may be turning to, well, oh gosh, okay, now we're about to break this down. Okay, so you're trying to regain control over your spirit. Okay, let's just put it that way. Because there's something outside of you that is attempting to pull on your energy, pull on your spirit. I feel like, it's worth it. It's just, I don't know, maybe there's something else that you have to, it's okay. All right. I feel like for some of you it's like if you haven't been religious ever or in a while, it's like you're turning to religion, all right, to tame something or some other spiritual practice, um, maybe like I said, like I was just saying about your intentions, right? That is a spiritual practice in and of itself. But other formal spiritual practices like meditation or yoga, prayer, okay. It's like something's really bothering you, but I don't know. I feel like it's really mature, I guess, the way that you are uh, channeling it. You're you're really trying to identify what's healthy and unhealthy, and um, like I feel like too, you're trying to sit in an energy of gratitude. All right, some of you um, maybe spending some time in nature, like I am, as the camera continues to face out the window, as someone asked me. I guess also a part of that is me sharing it with you guys as much as I can. Like I said at the beginning of this, I was gonna sit outside, but it was too chilly. Anyway, Scorp, I feel like you're trying to regain control of yourself, okay, ultimately, because something really significant has happened and is trying to pull on your energy. And for some of you too, like maybe it's not necessarily, it's like, all right, like if you had a previous drug addiction, let's say, right? It's like whatever has happened or is happening, I feel like it's in the world, or I don't know, it feels like you're in a bubble. All right, whatever has happened or is happening is causing you now to think about, like, okay, maybe I'll go back and get some of whatever that narcotic is, whatever that drug is that I used to tend to. And drug to any degree doesn't have to be something that is tangible. But I feel like you're battling that in your mind. You're battling like some toxicity, I guess. Again, to whatever degree, whatever that toxicity is or may be. This is for Scorpio. Whatever that toxicity may be, I feel like you're battling it in your mind, and you're really intentional about that. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I kind of want to I kind of wanted to say that I'm proud of you. I feel like the way that however you're handling this is really mature. There's temptation of some sort, and you're trying to stay grounded. I mean, you are staying grounded. Your energy is the Ace of Pentacles here. You're focused on a new opportunity. Advice, please, for Scorpio. I feel like you need a break. Yeah, I just heard like lounge around. Okay. It's okay to lounge around. I don't know. Maybe you're feeling guilty or something. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is coming out as your advice. Now, that's so crazy. Like, wow. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of work, it's a card of productivity. But, like, specifically and down to the energy of the card, it's a card of focusing your energy um, in a particular space because you're determined to evolve something, and you're focusing your energy in that space with that determination, whilst also blocking out what's going on around you. And so I don't know, Scorpio, what this balance is that you're trying to find, or what this temptation is, and for some of you, with that devil energy, Um, that temptation could be productivity, right? Maybe that's what you're battling or what you're trying to avoid. I really don't know. Anyway, I feel like you are maturely handling this and managing it. All right, with this Ace of Pentacles, your advice is to, um, yeah, continue using this opportunity. You know, in the way that feels good, in a way that feels like you're evolving towards something positive. All right, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Hey, Sag, what's going on? What's going on? Remember that song? What's going on across the street? There ain't nothing like fighting shorty coming with me. Now I done already gave you the last day about to change. What song is that? They call me the preacher's wife. I'm the type of guy that take you out and buy that. Is that the same song? Sometimes I mix songs. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna fit a lie. Okay. This is for Sag. I'm on Sag. Let's check in on your energy. I'm not sure what that song was about. It's relevant for you though, but I'm not gonna get into the details. I'm seeing a red. Look at you, the King of Wands. I'm seeing a red, like a red jewel. I wouldn't really call it a crystal. I mean, I guess it could be a crystal. I don't know of a crystal though that would be that red. It feels more like a, I don't know, like a charm or whatever. Maybe this is something that you're finding or that you've lost. I feel like it's symbolic though. Okay, a red. I mean, and I guess in this case it really could be anything red, but I am seeing a red like uh it's not even a charm. It's, how can I describe it for Sag? Um all right. You know how when you're making like a craft and they have those little googly eyes that you can stick onto the thingamajig. And so outside of the googly eyes, there's also other ones that are made. And so I'm seeing a red one, and uh, it's 3D, right? So it's, oh my gosh, I'm not. It's like I need to draw. I don't have any paper though. I won't be able to draw it anyway because it's 3D. But it's, how can I explain this or draw an example? Can I get an example so that I can express what's happening in my brain, please? So think of, uh, gosh, a diamond. Is it a diamond? Okay, maybe it is a diamond. It's like it's cut like a diamond. Wow, that took a while. Anyway, it's cut like a diamond. Like there are, like this kind of thing. Like there's shape to it. It's not just round or flat. Whatever this red thing is. I don't know why we're still talking about this. I mean, we're still talking about it because I had to describe what the hell's going on in my brain. But all right, maybe it is a diamond. I don't know, but it's red. Something's red or something about the color red. Show me Sagittarius' energy, please. I'm hungry. That's not good. All right, Sag. What's going on for Sag, please? Their energy at this time. I feel like you're chilling. Something doesn't involve you, or you're not involved. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles is here. I feel like you're just kind of sitting back observing. You're kind of like a Pisces right now. or you're in hangman energy. You're observing some environment or people. Something's going down. It's interesting though, Sag. You're not just observing. You're also eating popcorn. Or like I'm seeing you eating popcorn with your feet up, and there's a little smirk on your face. You're not outwardly smiling. You don't want to piss them off, or you don't, or like call attention to yourself. Like you don't. Yeah, you don't want to be involved. I feel like I've got this energy for you a while ago, like a reading that I did for you, an individual reading, not in all signs, where you're like staying in the background, not wanting to be involved. You're very much distant. I don't know, maybe the Sagittarius I'm connecting with, this is just like how you manage things, people, relationships. I'm not sure, but um yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're super interested, and you are very much. Yeah, you're also very much emotionally invested in whoever, whatever this is. But I feel like you're just kind of observing, or you're waiting. I don't know what you're waiting for, Sag, but I feel like you're eating popcorn on the sidelines, and you're just like, all right, let me know when it goes down so I can have a laugh, or I don't know, maybe you're like in this "I told you so" energy. It doesn't really, I mean, the cards don't really reflect that, but your energy does. So I don't know if you're showing someone. I feel like I don't know what you're doing. The Ace of Pentacles is here. Yeah, you're waiting for an opportunity, justice, but you feel like this is what you need to do. This is, uh, I don't know, maybe this is what the other person wants to. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles is here, the Eight of Swords is here. This is just what's best or something. For something to move slowly, or for you to just wait for the right time, or the right motivation, or for something to get in order, or something to grow. I don't know. I feel like you're just like I said though, sitting on the sidelines eating popcorn. I feel like too, like if I'm honest, like I don't know, or like are you waiting to be in a relationship with somebody who's already in a relationship? Like I have to kind of put that out there. I can't just keep it in or not say it out loud. I feel like you're interested in someone, like you like somebody, but they're in a relationship and you know that relationship is shit maybe, and you're just like waiting for it to like combust or something. I don't know, Sag. It doesn't feel, malicious or anything like that, but it's interesting to see you sitting on the couch eating popcorn with your feet up. I mean, like you're purposely not, laughing out loud. But there's something about your energy that concerns me a little, I guess. Um. Anyway, what's the advice? Yeah. Okay. What's the advice? The Magician. Okay. Your advice is the Magician. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. All right. So you're being called to intervene. I'm not like I said. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Um. Excuse me. If something just feels not possible, or it was agreed upon that it wasn't going to happen yet, but you're being called to intervene. You're being called to um, like approach adversity, like to experience some like uh, how do I want to say, like to, I don't know, to mix up the energy. I feel like you definitely want to. You're just kind of, I feel like you are patiently waiting. Um, but I don't know. I feel like you're. It's weird. Like you're waiting, but the opportunity is right here already. Ace of Pentacles is here in your energy. It's like, I don't know. All you have to do is not be sitting on the couch with the popcorn anymore. But I guess you're. I don't. Maybe you're waiting for someone else. Like, I'm curious. Like why? Anyway, your advice is the Magician. I feel like you have the awareness, you have the resources, you're ready for something, but you're still waiting. I'm not sure what it is. Like I said, for some of you, this feels like it's a relationship. Maybe this other person is just either they're in a relationship already, or they are otherwise engaged in some other way. Relationships are not just with people, okay? People have relationships with responsibility. Um, The Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's like you're waiting for something to end. You're waiting for something for someone to walk away. I feel like I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go deeper into this because it's not this. I'm ready to get off here. But I feel like there's no need for you to continue waiting, Sag. You have what you need. You're ready. The opportunity is already there, or you are already ready to create. Like you have the intention, you have the drive, you have the vision, you have the resources. I don't know. Maybe you were healing or clearing your mind, or like you just needed some space or time away or something. Like, but I feel like now you're ready. You're kind of just prolonging it, or you're starting to step into procrastination. Maybe is like what the warning is here, or what this energy is here. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. What's the definition of indignant? Somebody help me out. Indignant. Child, come on through these last few signs before my hunger takes over. Okay? Reading for Capricorn. The morning is going, oh, it's 10. Yeah, it's going along. All right, Cappy, what's going on? What's the definition of indignant? I don't really have the mental space right now to do your reading and think of the definition, but it's important for whatever reason. Okay, maybe as I go through the reading, it will be described in some way and it'll come to me, but I can't right now. So, Capricorn's energy, please. There's something special that you're seeing or have seen. I don't know. Yeah, the Hermit. Okay, maybe this is a gift. Maybe it's a spiritual gift you have. The Eight of Swords. I feel like you want to unsee it though, or you're ashamed, or you don't know what to do with what you've seen. All right. Uh, not sure why, but this is where you're at, Cappy. Yeah, like look at my body language right now. What is this? What is this? Like, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of something that you've seen or something that you know. Now the hermit is about going within to see me, see my past, see my present, see my future, see my beliefs, um, and face them, for as long as it takes. This could be a separation physically, like taking a time out, going on a vacation. It could just be like I'm in my head today. It could be I'm ghosting someone because I like I don't want that and I've seen it, but I don't know, there's something that you've seen or that you are trying to look at, you're kind of apprehensive about, or it's not. I feel like it is providing clarity. Like we can't deny that, Cappy. It's providing clarity, but like I just said on a really long phone call with a close friend, clarity um the thing about clarity is like it's cool, but sometimes it's not. And I feel like this is one of those instances. It's like, um, yeah, so what the word was indignant, that's coming back. I still don't know what it means and I still don't have the mental space to go back into it, but again, it's coming back for whatever reason. Okay, so it's relevant right here in this space, as we said, as my body language is like really closed off, afraid, and like, like I don't know what it is that you're seeing. There's a truth here that's hard to face, though. I mean, let's just call it what it is. 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 Can we call it what it is? All right. Oh, hold on one second. Was that Scorpio or Capricorn? The way my memory is set up, I don't remember which sign it was I was just reading for, where I was talking about the red diamond or the red symbol, but that's coming up for you, Capricorn. Okay. Anyway, let's just call it what it is. Okay. There's a fear here about a truth. The hermit goes within, like I said, to identify the star. Okay, the star is what typically is showing up in that lantern that the hermit is holding, and it has to do with like where can I find hope again? Like what am I passionate about? What do I want? It's it's literally that spread that I used to do of where am I, or what was it? Where have I been? Where am I? Where do I want to go? How do I get there? Kind of whatever it was, something like that. Like that is the hermit energy. It's an energy of self-reflection to I'm hearing values. So not just values, but also reflection of behavior, right? But ultimately, like, what do I want? And what do I need to do to get there? But I feel like you have clarity, Capricorn, but there is fear as to, like, okay, you sure? Like, literally it's scaring me. Like, are you sure that's the truth? And then what am I supposed to do with it? Okay, I don't know what this truth is. Um, but it seems scary. All right. Let's see what your advice is. You can't like give up on looking at it though. Yeah, your advice is the Six of Swords. You also have the Queen of Pentacles here. Like you can't give up on looking at it. You asked for this guidance, okay? You asked for this guidance from the universe, from within. Like you did something to put yourself in this position of the Hermit, okay? Because something wasn't working or something felt wrong in your spirit. And so whether it was intentional or unintentional, you are in this now, okay? Let's not stray away from what that truth is, what that clarity is, what that guidance is. And I feel like, you're being called to just nurture it. So um what I'll say, and then I'll move on to Aquarius. What I'll say, Capricorn, as far as your advice with the Six of Swords, it has to do with um finding the strength, okay? It has to do with finding the strength to accept that truth, um, and move forward with it. I feel like I had another thought, but it slipped away. Um, yeah, all right, I'll leave it there. Aquarius. Real nonchalant. Somebody feels you like you're real nonchalant, or that's how you feel. The Ten of Swords. Something's not as expected here. Death card. All right, Scorpio, Gemini energy. Someone feels like you don't care. Who's this for? Aquarius. Oh, that was you. That star. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that nonchalant energy is. I feel like it's not. It's just not desirable though. That's for sure. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What's up with Aqua? I can't really tell if it's your energy or someone else's as of yet. Are you in some kind of program? The Hermit's coming out again. Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. I'm gonna pull again. The Eight of Pentacles is here as well. Yeah. Are you in some kind of? Some of you. What? Okay. Slow down. Slow down. Aqua. Like I said, I am going to pull again. I feel like I'm just receiving so many messages for you. I feel like too. I don't know if someone's like been waiting for Aquarius, or just like waiting for a reading, or just like really feeling overwhelmed and in need of guidance or like spiritual support. All right. But I feel like yeah, like I said, like I don't know if someone's in a program, or this is when I say program, I mean school, I mean education, I mean uh I want to draw an example of something outside of education, but I can't really right now. So for some of you, maybe it's not an education program, but there's something that you are giving your energy to that, like, it really has your focus. And I feel like this is coming off. All right, it's impacting another person, essentially. Like, I don't know, maybe they are viewing you as nonchalant or non-caring or non committal or like I don't know. I just feel like your energy is focused elsewhere, really. Yeah, the hangman. It's not that you don't, and maybe this is for the cross watcher if you're cross watching for Aquarius, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like that needs to be set straight. I feel like too someone's lacking empathy here, just plain and simple. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to create understanding because there's some kind of misconception here. Someone like, yeah, all right. Let's pull again though for Aquarius. Are you in the military or some kind of something's real structured? I feel like I don't know, maybe somebody doesn't like that or they it's just not for them. It's like everyone is not meant to uh how can I say this? Oh gosh, there's so many words and thoughts, which is like the equality of being neurodivergent, but that's another conversation for another day. I I feel like everyone's capacity is different at different times, right? And so let's go back to the example of military. N- Not everyone has the capacity to be the partner of or be in partnership with someone who is in the military, right? This is just an example. First, we started out talking about programs. Maybe this is some kind of rigorous program that you're involved in, thinking about, or have to go in soon, or you have to go away. There's something that's happening, and it's like the other person it's impacting a significant relationship or it has the potential to. I feel like someone either doesn't have the capacity to manage that or like they'll need that's a possibility as well, right? um and I feel like I'm not even going to use the cards. I feel like that is um an option maybe that you're not thinking of or this other person's not thinking of, right? Like there are other ways to get our needs met and to get the support that we need, especially if we're talking about a romantic relationship here. I mean, it could be any kind of relationship, right? But let's just talk about it in the context of a romantic relationship and draw the example that's readily in my brain, right? If someone is in a relationship, right, and that one partner is going off to the military, let's say, whether this is the beginning of them going off to the military or the middle, who cares? That other person, whether it is like a part of their personality and they struggle with that distance or whatever, or it's just like right now in their life they don't have the capacity. There's something there. Okay, I hope you're following me. If you're not, maybe you're not supposed to right now or ever. But it's not a thing. It doesn't have to be a thing of, okay, we can't handle this in this way, then yada yada yada. Right there could be a third party or a third thing that is brought in. Maybe it's not an actual person. Maybe it's not an actual physical person. Maybe it is. Okay, it depends on what the challenge is. That needs to be discussed and really self-reflected on. I feel like you are doing and that maybe that other person is doing it too, or this just needs to occur on both sides. But it could be a third party. It could be like a hobby that other person picks up. Maybe it's a job. I don't know. I'm just saying there's options to be explored here. And I'm also saying like someone is really misperceiving what's occurring. And so it needs to be looked at from all sides, all angles. Again, going back to the beginning ramble of why I'm even here today. A reminder to reflect on the conscious and unconscious motivations of behavior. Pisces. It's hot now. What's up, Pisces? Oh, Pisces gang. I'm a Pisces sun. All right, what's up, Pisces? You're last always, right? But it's okay. Let's check out on your energy, see what's up. I'm seeing you like cooking fish, which is weird, but okay. You know what's real weird about that? You are fish, okay? The Page of Pentacles in the Sun. What is happening? Yeah, and that's interesting. I said I was hot. Did I say that out loud? Okay, so you're hot, you're cooking. Was cooking good looking? I don't feel like it's negative per se. Maybe you're just like real attractive, or you have a glow to you, or something, or you're smiling, or you're excited. I mean, you are, um, you know, uh, theoretically is what I wanted to say. But you are typically like, cute and playful and innocent and all the sweet things that come along with joy. Um, but okay, maybe you are. Oh, I'm gonna be cooking some fish today, as I recall. So that's interesting. Maybe you're cooking fish too, or you're thinking about it. But anyway, let's see what's up for Pisces. That was funny. I totally forgot until that moment that I said it out loud. I do intend to whip up some salmon, and I'm excited about it. Do you smoke, Pisces? Cigarettes specifically? Or you're thinking about it, or you're around this? I'm smelling cigarette smoke. And I don't think anyone is literally smoking for me to be smelling it. But anyway, Pisces energy, please, here. Okay, is that the smoke coming from the fish? But it smells like a cigarette. So, all right. I feel like, are you trying to hide something? Mm, okay. I don't know, Pisces. You're being a little sly. Okay, I can't lie. Show me Pisces, please. And it's interesting that I went through that whole, yeah, look at you, King of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles is here. It's interesting, yeah, see, but the Five of Swords. Yeah, I felt it. I mean, I felt it. I sensed it on a molecular level. So, probably the people around you are not. I mean, also you're a Pisces, so who knows how it's coming off. It can come off a little manipulative at times for sure. And yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why you're doing this or what you're trying to accomplish or achieve, but yeah, it's a little it's a little fishy. It's a little fishy, Pisces, or is this someone else in your energy? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Can I get another one? I'm in denial. I'm not gonna lie. Can I get another one for Pisces energy, please? Please. It's almost Halloween. Crazy. One more card, please, for Pisces energy. What are they doing here? Like, cooking fish, but fish is you. Smelling smoke, but it's like, is it the smoke from the fish or are you smoking cigarettes? It's like, I feel like you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, or maybe you feel like you shouldn't be doing. You're hiding it or you're disguising it as something else, or I don't know. I don't know. Or this is, I don't know. Somebody's not trusting your intentions. I mean, I'm not really trusting your intentions. I'm not gonna lie about it. That's why I'm trying to pull another card, and then like I can't get another card. I feel like you're hiding your intentions or something. All right, is that what you're doing? I mean, is it a surprise? I mean, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. All right, one more card, please, for Pisces. Come on, because what are you doing? What are you doing? You're like, do you not want me to say on the live? Like, is that what's happening? Can I get one more here for Pisces energy, or are we just gonna move on to the advice? All right, we're gonna move on. Yeah, literally the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you're hiding your intentions, Pisces. Like, I'm not gonna keep saying it over and over again. I mean, I'm sure you know why you're hiding your intentions, what you want to do. I don't feel like I don't feel like it's super duper malicious. It's just you feel like it's what's best emotionally, I guess, or it's not the right time. The King of Cups is emotional mastery, and so that's someone who has heightened emotional intelligence, right? Is able to empathize and understand and offer compassion, and is really committed to things, people, so on and so like the layers. So I feel like it's complicated. You're not just hiding your intentions because you like want to f somebody over per se, but you're hiding your intentions because I don't know, maybe they're hurtful, they would hurt, or you're just not ready to share them. I don't know. You won't tell me. So what's the advice? What's the advice? What's the advice? That's too much. Advice, please, for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. I don't know, Pisces. The Eight of Swords. See, and this is what I mean. I mean, I guess this is the energy that I was picking up on. Yeah, and the Emperor. It's like it's hard to explain. It's not like you're directly hiding your intentions. You're just not sure what to do. I feel like I'm yelling. You're just not sure what to do yet, or you're not sure how to express it, or like what will be the right time, best. I mean, there is no right time, best time. And I feel like it's complicating things the more you don't express your intention or what you want, or like, yeah, the more you don't like tangibly express what you're feeling. But the Emperor is here at the bottom of the deck too, calling for you to really take control of your circumstances, your life, your energy, and make, do the responsible thing, make the decision that's best for not just you, but yeah, because there's other people involved here. And here you are again with this Five of Swords. Maybe there's some selfishness that's showing up again unconsciously. All right. The whole premise of my ramble at the beginning of this, and I've been bringing it up on each sign, was really just a reminder to, yeah, acknowledge those spaces. Okay. Acknowledge the conscious, the unconscious motivations for your behavior, the things that may cause you to think a certain way or do something a particular way, treat someone a particular way, or do something or not do something, right? Is that unconscious motivation fear? Is it a fear of rejection? Is it, um, I don't know. I don't know. But that's what this was about. Thanks again for those who popped in, popped out, commented below, who liked this live. Thanks for hanging out with me in my first little leap of faith in doing this. Perhaps I'll do it again. We'll never know. I guess we'll see. But until then, enjoy your day, my loves, and do what you need to stay grounded. Toodaloo.